Hey guys, Master Lincoln here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have another no item run here for the new stages of Extreme Super Battle Road, and today we are doing the full power stage. So I am using what is basically a Reps of Universe 7 team, but we're using double Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta leaders. So his leader skill, of course, is representatives of Universe 7 and Powerful Comeback. So using that secondary part of his leader skill, we are using the Int Namek Goku LR on the team as well. But everybody else is a Reps of Universe 7 unit. So I'll put up a little thing at the side. This is actually my second clear of the stage. I was talking about on the stream and on Twitter, I've been going through these stages only trying the no item runs as the first attempt. So you guys will have seen in a lot of the previous runs, you actually see like the mission complete thing come up at the end because it's the first time I've actually beaten the stage when I've done the no item run. Now with this one, I did record this in the evening of the first day that the stages came out, but the run was really long and not very good. Like, I got the revive with Roshi, I think, in 2 out of the 3 fights. I made that mistake where you try and save the Dokkan attack, but then you can't avoid getting it right at the end of the second fight when there's only one enemy who's basically almost already dead. So the run took quite a long time, and obviously for the sake of doing the no item runs, it means the run was done and out of the way, and technically I can move on. But obviously, as much as I also want to do the runs and actually, you know, have them all done, I do want the videos to be, you know, good videos and entertaining to watch. So I knew after that run that I could definitely do better with the same team. So I decided to hop in and try again, and literally this was like the first attempt of trying it again. Like, this team works really, really well. Obviously I got a bit luckier this time around. We don't actually get a single use of the Roshi revive. So Roshi is still really useful on the team because obviously he can dodge, he has a chance to stun, which comes in very, very handy, especially because all of the fights in the full power stage are all 2-person fights. So if you go into a stage with Roshi on rotation and stun somebody straight away on the first turn, that gives you a really good chance to set up and get the stage underway. Like you see here, we stunned TN in the first turn, and now here we are, we're basically finishing off Yamcha, leaving us with only TN left, which of course puts us in a very, very solid position. So Namek Goku basically just gets used as an off-rotation floating unit. He raises defense on super, so if he gets his additional, obviously double super, double defense raise, he's still reasonably good defensively, but like, he's not going to be tanking attacks left, right and center, especially in this first and last fight. There's a physical enemy. He's just one of the better options to have on here. You can use someone like the physical Angel Frieza, who has some useful abilities like sealing and stunning, depending on whether you transform or not. But obviously Namek Goku links up really well with the rest of the team. There's a lot of LRs on here, so obviously we have a lot of units that can share legendary power. So the team build, I think, works really, really well. And I was definitely very impressed with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta during this run. The friend is Rainbow, but mine is only 55%. And definitely was a little bit impressed with him. I tweeted about it the other day. I feel like everybody on Twitter acts like he's terrible. But yeah, I was definitely impressed with his performance in this run. So we also have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, the STR one on the team. Probably the weakest unit on the team, especially defensively. But obviously he has the Spirit Bomb ability, which we do use at one point, I believe. Obviously very nice to not only deal a decent chunk of damage to one of the enemies, but it also buffs everybody's attack for that turn. So everybody else is able to hit that little bit harder. I was trying to see if we could finish them off with the active skill here, but not quite. So we just let Vegeta go off in slot 1. We've got the Blue Boys as well, the LR, Blue Kaioken and Blue Evolution Vegeta. They're really, really good in Super Battle Road. I feel like they're underrated as well because post super attack, their defense is actually quite solid, and obviously they lower attack with their super as well. So if they're only being attacked by one person and you target that enemy, post super attack, they will tank hits from them really well, even with no items active. And obviously, the more rainbow orbs you can pick up, the more additional normal attacks they do, and then the more additional normal attacks they do, the more likely they are to proc the extra super from their hidden potential. So if you can double super, double defense raise, double attack lower, like they just take double digit damage with no item active, which is obviously really, really good. So we managed to get into the second fight with Roshi on rotation, so we're going with our usual plan here of just having Roshi stun. Roshi's defense is decent, as you can see, takes around 35k, but we get 2 dodges, so he can work decently well as a slot 1 unit. Obviously, Blue Evolution Vegeta can fill that role, especially in this stage where there is a tech enemy, but the whole point was to try and get one of the enemies stunned straight away. It's taking a risk, of course, because if the stun failed, then... and then, you know, dodges fail, then Roshi would get absolutely destroyed by Gohan and Videl. But if we put Vegeta in slot 1, we are literally just relying on him building up the damage reduction and them not supering him, like, straight away. So it paid off. We get the stun with Roshi, and now we're just basically laying into Gohan and Videl, because we have a couple of int units on the team, so... and obviously a couple of physical units as well. So we've got some type advantage over Goten and Trunks, and a few instances of type disadvantage against Gohan and Videl. So obviously we want to try and get rid of them as soon as possible. So putting Vegeta in slot 1 here, this is the friend one. We're obviously going to be able to... I see. I was greedy here. I wanted the additional. I wanted the additional orbs for getting the additional attacks with Goku and Vegeta. Sorry, the rainbow orbs. So this is a risky play because obviously they're going to lower Goten and Trunks' attack. But if Goten and Trunks super attack them in slot 1 here, then they would actually take quite a lot of damage. Potentially they would survive, especially after a double super. Maybe they would. But not actually sure if we get the double super here. Obviously, we're going to get a bunch of additional normal attacks. We do not get the additional super, but as you can see, after 1 super and hitting them with the attack lower, we take double-digit damage, and then they did not super attack, so this actually works out perfectly, because obviously if they super attack in the middle here now, Vegeta is more than capable of tanking it. We get the additional as well, so just dishing out a nice little bit of damage here. We're basically following very much along the same line as the first fight. I don't think we're quite able to take out Gohan and Videl on turn 2 here, but definitely going well. Look at that, Vegeta dodging the super attack as well. So by greeding for those rainbow orbs, I definitely made the right choice, because Goku and Vegeta in slot 2 getting supered by... Gotenks. There is a possibility they would have dodged with their level 3 dodge, but they would have taken a lot of damage from that super attack. So now here we are, able to finish off Gohan and Videl this turn. It means we don't need to take the risk with Roshi's dodging, because we can put Vegeta in slot 1 here. He's only taking attacks from Goten and Trunks, and then his super will be able to finish off Gohan and Videl. We go for stunning Goten and Trunks, and then just to make sure I target Gohan and Videl with Blue Kaioken Goku just in case, but pretty confident that we are going to finish them off here. I could have targeted them with Roshi, but obviously if they survive with the tiny sliver of health, which they have done, I want Roshi to stun Goten and Trunks so that we're set up for the following turns. So now we definitely are going to have to rely on Roshi's dodge here. And especially for them to not super attack, because we get the stun. But look at that, 26k, that's actually not bad from a normal attack with type disadvantage. So we get the stun on Goten and Trunks, and then Blue Kaioken Goku is able to finish off Gohan and Videl. And then that puts us in a great position here, because now we only have Goten and Trunks left, and they're stunned. So we can set up the rotation however we want here. I'm probably going to, so let's go ahead and use the active skill. Do a bunch of free extra damage. This is one of those runs where I didn't realise until I'd started recording that I hadn't turned the active skill skip thing off. Because when I'm doing these no item runs, obviously, especially in ones like this where so many units have them, you're going to be seeing them over and over again. So I usually turn them off for the no item run, just for the sake of, like I say, some of these runs take me so many attempts. I don't want to be wasting time watching the active skill constantly, but we've got them on in this one, but fortunately you don't have to see too many of them. And I'm trying to be careful here because I can see the Dokkan gauge is starting to get full. And as I said right at the beginning, in my first clear, we managed to not be able to avoid the Dokkan attack, and we got it in this second fight when Goten and Trunks were basically already dead. So the goal is to finish them off before the Dokkan gauge is full, so we can utilize that Dokkan attack in the third fight. So Vegeta getting additional super attack here is massive, because obviously the anniversary LRs, they guaranteed crit on their additional super, and then look at that, he gets the third super as well. And this is the Rainbow Friend, so dishing out a lot of damage, third super, third crit, finishes off Goten and Trunks, and now we can move into the final fight. We've got Roshi on the rotation, we've got the Dokkan attack basically ready to go. I actually can't remember what happens now, because I don't want to get the Dokkan attack with Roshi. That seems like a waste. So the goal here, I think the Dokkan gauge is just low enough that we can avoid getting it this turn, because I want to try and stun with Roshi in slot 1 and then make use of the Dokkan attack on the next turn. So I'm pretty sure we are able to do that. So go for the stun on Saiyaman 1 and 2, because we have the int units on the team, both the Vegetas and the Goku. We definitely need to get rid of Saiyaman 1 and 2 as quickly as possible. That's why I don't mind targeting them with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, because obviously he has that built-in chance to crit. If he gets the additional, he's getting a guaranteed crit. So even though they've got the type disadvantage, we're still able to do decent damage to them. Roshi coming in clutch, dodging the super, and then unfortunately no stun on the first super, but then he comes in with the additional. And does he get the stun here? He does not, so we do not stun Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 in slot 1. Roshi dodging super attacks from both the enemies in this first fight though, what a Chad. And then Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta coming in to deal some damage to the Saiyaman 1 and 2. So we do not get the crit or the additional super, unfortunately. This is my Vegeta, of course, so he is only 55%. He does have an additional skill orb, I think, but obviously his chance to additional not very high because he doesn't have any dupes. And then Frieza and Goku at least able to attack lower the Saiyaman 1 and 2. We haven't really talked about them. Post Easy A, they're obviously very good defensively after super attacking. They lower attack on super. So just like the Blue Boys, they have that combo of being able to attack the enemy that's going to be attacking them, nerfing them a little bit whilst at the same time buffing their own defense. So obviously that's very helpful. And now this is a great combo for the Dokkan attack turn. So we get the Spirit Bomb off with Blue Kaioken Goku. So we do a nice chunk of damage to Saiyaman 1 and 2. And now we are able to grab all of these int orbs here. Full 24 key super with the Rainbow Blue Evolution Vegeta. As you can see, he has 4 links active. I was just checking to see whether he did link better with the Blue Boys. They basically have the same links plus Legendary Power active, so makes sense to put him in slot 1. Can't get any Rainbow Orbs for the Blue Boys, unfortunately, but it makes sense to put them together just to get that Legendary Power buff, get a little bit of extra attack power here out of Vegeta. So yeah, here we go. 24 key Dokkan attack with Blue Evolution Vegeta. Obviously he has separate chances to crit the enemies on the Dokkan attack, so we're definitely hoping for a crit at least on the Saiyaman 1 and 2, because we've already done quite a decent amount of damage to them. We want to get them out of the way, and then that sets us up really nicely because we've got Roshi ready for the stunning and potential dodges, but he has type advantage over Goku and Vegeta, so he's never going to be in too much danger from them. Now, the Dokkan attack doesn't crit Goku and Vegeta, but I'm assuming it crits Saiyaman 1 and 2 because we take them out, and so now we only have Goku and Vegeta left. Sadly, because we got no additional, so we got no Rainbow Orbs, so we get no additional attacks from the Blue Boys. I feel like we probably would have maybe won this turn if we were actually able to get some Rainbow Orbs for them, and then dish out a couple of additional attacks, plus maybe that additional super attack. But now we're basically just in a very good spot here to go ahead and get the W, because we can put Roshi in slot 1. Even if he doesn't dodge, he's going to get... not going to take a huge amount of damage. Yeah, look at that, double-digit damage, because obviously they have been attack lowered by the Blue Boys as well. So we're basically in the run-up to the finish here. Roshi coming in clutch, even without having to use his revive. He goes ahead and gets the stun, and then now it's just a case of whittling down the last little bit of Goku and Vegeta's health here. So Pretty sure the next turn is the last turn. I don't know if Namek Goku gets his additional super here. Obviously, when he's in slot 3, he has a chance to do additional super. Mine does have dupes, so technically has the potential to triple super, but sadly, we don't get the RNG. Now, I should have just put the Blue Boys in slot 1 and gone for the KO straight away, but because their health was so low, I thought, you know what? Let's get some style points. Let's finish them off with the final explosion. And then, I can't remember if this is my Vegeta or the friend one, but of course the active skill doesn't crit, so they survive with the tiniest sliver of health. So after that, I decide we have to let Vegeta get the W, so we put him in slot 1, get the 18 key super, and obviously that is going to be GG. I mean, you can see they've survived with the tiniest sliver of health from the active skill. So we should have just gone ahead and super attacked straight away and saved a few seconds there from not having to bother doing the active skill. But I guess either way, it doesn't matter. Vegeta, we get that cool KO screen with the costume change after the active skill. So Vegeta, I wanted to give him the shine at the end there because, like I say, he definitely does very well on this stage. I think this team build is super, super good for this. So just like all the other no item runs, if you can recreate this team, but you're obviously someone who doesn't care about no item runs, like using items, this team will definitely get you through this stage quite easily. So there you go, full power done with no items. As you can see, their previous time was beaten. And yeah, very, very solid run. So let me know what team you guys use down below for this stage, whether you used items or not. Just interested to know what team you guys used. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.